redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
Well, negotiations, right? Politics. And we're out of time, so you...
Hey, y'all, Gravity ain't day above ground livid. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Monday. And for those who are in the live, I hope it's going well. Yeah, this is going to be really quick, but I just had to bring this to y'all. This is breaking news. This just happened about an hour ago. Fam, MAGA stays taking L's. The Most High is giving us blessings. Now, I'm no fan of these two, but I just find it funny that y'all's Trump keeps saying he's going to prosecute people who are supposedly in the deep state. And every time it happens, he gets stopped at the door. I hope this just proves to you that he has no power. But let's get into it. Judge dismisses cases against James Comey and Letitia James. Now, if you remember, Letitia James, they're trying to get her for mortgage fraud. James Comey, they want him to be the fall guy for the first Trump administration. And it didn't work. It didn't work. So we're going to look.
Shop Cyber Specials on.
We don't care. Hurry up. Let's get to the show. The streets need this. Oh, my God. Jingle me with okay, all right. Why does he look like Jesus? But all right, you see what white people are doing during Christmas, but that's okay. That's okay. Come on, let's get to the show. We're gonna piss them off because we're gonna use NBC News. Then we're gonna go to Fox News. There you go.
Some breaking news this hour: a judge has dismissed the cases against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. It's coming after that federal judge ruled that a prosecutor was unlawfully appointed to her role. I want to bring in...
Now, this is for the MAGA bros. I know y'all like how she look right now because her mouth is open. But she's a woman, and we know you guys don't like women. But I just find it funny that Trump keeps running into this. He keeps just appointing people. He go through no processes. And then gets shocked when they say, well, you know what, sir, what you're doing is not lawful. I mean, we don't really follow the law, but at the point, we still got to show folk that we can somehow follow the law. So, yeah, no.
Our law enforcement and intelligence correspondent, Tom Winter, who said it by for us. Tom, if you will, bring us up to date as to how we got here to this moment.
Right. So there's been a number of different challenges that we've had here, Yasmin, to this particular case. And Comey had argued against the indictment on several different fronts, saying that it was selective and vindictive, and then he was arguing against the indictment because he said the appointment of Lindsay Halligan, who at one point was counsel to current President Donald Trump when he was going through his legal troubles prior to the election, saying that that appointment was not valid, and arguing that before the court. And so this is just one of several challenges. And on this front, we now have a ruling from Judge Cameron Curry, a senior U.S. District Judge, saying the appointment of Ms. Halligan as interim U.S. Attorney violated the law and the Appointments Clause of the Constitution. All actions flowing from Ms. Halligan's defective appointment, including securing and signing Mr. Comey's indictment, were unlawful exercises of executive power and are hereby set aside. The judge went on to say that the Attorney General's attempts to modify Ms. Halligan's actions were ineffective, and those are also set aside. And so the motion to dismiss the indictment is granted in accordance with the order, and the indictment is dismissed without prejudice. That means technically that the Justice Department can try to bring these charges again when a U.S. attorney is properly installed in the Eastern District of Virginia, where they sought to bring this case. Bit of an asterisk on that, though, because this case was kind of rushed to completion before the grand jury because of statute of limitations concerns. And so now the question is, has that time run? Was there some sort of an agreement here where the Justice Department says, well, wait a minute, we had an opportunity to respond to this, there were challenges, and so we should be able to get that time back to bring an indictment. That's a step that we're just not clear on at the moment. On top of that, another indictment that obviously got a lot of attention against New York's Attorney General Letitia James. That indictment also on the same grounds and the same type of arguments that Lindsay Halligan was not appropriately appointed to U.S. Attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia. That case is a little bit different because of some of the conduct that's been alleged there. That case, it is possible, could be brought again with a properly installed U.S. Attorney. You're looking at Lindsay Halligan, of her there. The Comey case, there's still some other challenges that remain outstanding, including on that selective and vindictive prosecutions. So we expect to hear from that as soon as this week from the judge in that case to be able to look at that, or the judge rather that's reviewing that issue, to look at that and then be able to make a ruling on that. So as far as Comey's concerned, not all of the orders are in. This one appears to be quite clear and is final as far as this particular indictment, which is the idea of these particular charges, and this particular bit of an question, as I mentioned, as to whether or not they can be brought again. If the statute of limitations time has come up, Yasmin, that means that's it as far as that conduct. And if the Justice Department is going to try to bring charges against Comey, who was fired during the first Trump administration, obviously somebody the President of the United States views as a...
So my understanding is, in fact, as you mentioned, they may not be able to bring up these specific charges once again for James Comey because of that statute of limitations. But when it comes to the New York Attorney General Letitia James, in fact, that statute of limitations does not necessarily exist. So these particular charges could be brought up once again.
That's what without prejudice means. It means that you have an opportunity to bring those charges again, and so that's something that we'll have to look at. But at least my initial look at the ruling here is that for the New York Attorney General, she's not quite out of the woods yet as far as future indictment. Whatever other legal challenges she faces, those can also be heard by the court as well. So it's not totally settled for her. For James Comey, obviously, there's going to be some more watching of the dockets and also to see what the Justice Department does in terms of those statute of limitations.
Here's the scoop from
They stay getting old, boy. You gotta love it. Hey. Well, the good thing out of this is Tiny Tranny can dress up like Letitia James now. You know, that's gonna be his thing to start off December. Look at Fox News. They said something. Let's see what they said. Oh my God. I don't care. Anyway, how y'all been doing this morning so far? NFL's first transgender cheerleader makes claim about Panthers' departure. I was cut because I'm trans. Okay. I mean, You'll be all right. All right, here we go.
Or FBI Director James Comey's case is back in court as he fights charges of obstruction of justice and lying to Congress. Also in the courtroom, New York State Attorney General Letitia James's attorneys, after she was charged separately with mortgage fraud. They're both arguing that interim U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan.
I ain't gonna hold you. Why she look like Taylor Swift?
Who brought the charges, is serving in her post illegally because she served longer than 120 days, must be confirmed by the Senate. Andy, do the plaintiffs have a point?
So wait. So you telling me that the Senate actually followed the rules for once? And the Republicans have the overwhelming majority in the Senate? Huh. So my proclamation that the Republicans and Democrats were going to destroy Trump and MAGA is not that far off. Okay.
Well, they do, Brian, and this really isn't any fault of Lindsay Halligan's. The statute that she was appointed as interim U.S. attorney under allows the president or through the attorney general to appoint an interim U.S. attorney for 120 days. And by the time Halligan got the job, her predecessor, Eric Siebert, had already served the 120 days. So they have a good argument that she's probably not qualified under that statute.
Talk.
So what's the pushback then? Take her side.
So it sounds like she's DEI. Can we call it? Can we say it? She's DEI.
Well, I think the pushback is what the Attorney General and the Justice Department want to argue is that authority to prosecute in the United States comes not from the district U.S. attorney, but from the Justice Department and the Attorney General. So in order to try to firm this up, what Attorney General Bondi did was appoint Halligan as a special attorney and say that that was effective as of 3 days before Comey was indicted. The problem is she didn't do it till October 31st, and she's trying to backdate it, and I don't know if that's going to work with the court.
All right, so what would the move would be, okay, we'll get another attorney. Is that correct? Is that it? Is that
Yeah, I
one
think
way to
what
fix
could
it?
happen, this could be much ado about nothing because they could disqualify her, but there's another statute that says the government would have then 6 months to bring a new indictment.
Comey case in particular, some notes that have come up that maybe show that he was more in tune to what was going on with the Russia hoax than originally stated. He was trying to get these notes thrown out. Is that going to play a role? Should the case go forward?
Yeah, what I find frustrating about this, Brian, is I think a lot of people think that what they're most angry about Comey with, which he's been, I think, rightly criticized by the Inspector General and other investigations, is not really exactly what he's been charged with. So there's a kind of a disconnect there, and I don't know that the revelations about
When the policies are not working. I understand you still think that this man is America first and he's trying to make America great again. His policies are not helping America. They're not working. I don't know why we have to keep explaining this to y'all, but it's fine. They're not working. The economic policies aren't working. I'm stopping all these wars BS is not working. It's actually helping BRICS. But nobody's telling you this outside of me because they don't want it coming out that Trump is actually working for international interests, not the interests of America. But then again, MAGA likes to be lied to. Republicans like to be lied to. Conservatives like to be lied to because they do not want to go research and realize that they were sold a bill of goods. But it's fine.
about Russiagate are going to do anything to firm up the indictment the way it's
Sir, I'm not Summerlin, I'm not a leftist, so I don't know what you're talking about. And we've shitted on Biden here many a time. We've shitted on Obama and his policies here many a time. We've shitted on Kamala Harris's whole platform. many a time. The policies of your American politicians are not for America. They're for the international interests. We've already done this. But I understand. You saw MAGA and you saw us laughing at this and thought that we were for this. Also to note, we don't like James Comey here, and we damn sure don't like Letitia James. And I'm a New Yorker, and I damn sure don't like her. Hope that helped.
All right, so let's talk about what's happening in sports. And now we're talking, last week we were talking basketball, or 2 weeks ago, now we're talking baseball. Cleveland Guardians pitcher Emmanuel Class will be arraigned after Luis Ortiz pled not guilty in Major League Baseball sports betting scandal. It looks like it's an open and shut case.
By the way, since you want to talk about leftist policies haven't worked, why did your president push socialism last week? Well, 2 weeks now. Why did he push it? Since he doesn't like leftist policies, why did he have Mondami in there and talking about he wants to go back home to New York in the Mondami administration? Why would your president say that? Your president is about to bail out the MTA. That's a leftist policy. Maybe you didn't know that. Summer Wind, we've already done this. We went over when he went to the Middle East and gave them $600 billion. We already went over that. We went over the policy. We went on the official website of the White House and read out the policy. And I showed people that it was the only thing America got out of that policy was our data are going to be in the desert now, not China. That's the only thing that we got out of that. Only thing. He just went in on Europe today, but he don't want to go in on China. Gee, I think we could make a good deal. He bends over for Japan. How the hell is that supposed to help us? Oh, Toyota's going to invest more money in American plants and create 100 jobs. How is that supposed to help us? And by the way, those 100 jobs are temporary. So how's that supposed to help us? Explain that to me. I just want to know. You bot. See, unlike y'all, we do this research over here. We just don't say things just so we can be shock jocks. We showed them that. And fam will be in here. They'll tell you. I showed them everything I've ever said. Explain to me, since you're in here and you want to talk about our policies, explain to me how the policy of chips, right? You know, them things that help run technology. Why is he over there trying to not help Taiwan? He's actually trying to sell them out to China. But now he's actively trying to start something in Malaysia so he could sneak his way in to try to get a better deal. Why would he do that? Maybe that's a little hard for you. What do you mean, how many millions of dollars, you mean? You mean the money that they took from us? Billions. And we got nothing out of it. You got an infrastructure bill, and within a year, I-95 in Philly and I-10 in LA both dropped. We got nothing out of that. We almost got a policy where electric vehicles will have a kill switch for the cops to turn your car off. Not to mention all the money they threw over there to Ukraine and still do this day. So explain to me what I'm supposed to be happy about the Democrats doing. Why should you be happy that he has Navy troops on the shores of Venezuela? Why? Sir, okay, maybe you don't know this. You said trillions in investment. Maybe you don't know this. The Middle East never finishes their investments. Maybe you didn't know that. Let me help you. The first Trump administration, he had money over there in Saudi Arabia, and they only gave him a tenth of what they invested, which was over $100 billion. You only got $10 billion out of it. try again. Japan's the same thing. Japan don't finish their deals. The Japanese government even came out and said, I don't know how we're going to pay for this. Yeah. Yeah. His policies are so great that Japan and China were sitting there talking with South Korea about doing business with each other. Yeah, his policies are so great. Okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. Someone when I would smoke you in a geopolitical debate. You want to test me right now? Would you like to test it? I'll smoke you right now in front of my crowd. You're not ready for this. This is way above what they told you to think. I don't think you're ready. Oh, you want to go? Okay, say less. Watch this, family. You're going to get an impromptu debate today, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Because he's going to come in here with nothing but MAGA talking points because that's what they told him to think. This is going to be fun, family. Watch this. This is going to be fun. Okay, let me see how I'm going to do this. No research done, but they're going to come in here and try to tell me stuff. Okay, this should be fun. See? Sir, ma'am, or it, we don't discriminate. You're telling us everything that I'm going to destroy you because that's the best you got. We're going to start with the ad hominems already. That's the best you got. This is light work. There's your link. Click that. This is going to be so easy. So easy. Let me turn off the vertical because I want everybody to see it. This is going to be so easy. Trump's policy is so great. Ford is sitting up there telling everybody that they're losing money and the tariffs are killing them after in February saying that the tariffs were going to help them. Okay. All right. Come on, click that link. Don't take too long. Let's go. You're taking too long. And don't tell me you can't click it because there's a underline. So don't tell me you can't click it. Let's go. Come on. I have time. I have things to do, but I will dedicate 15 minutes to schooling you on how this works. But go ahead. Come on. Let's go. The crowd is waiting. They should be seasoning food for Thursday, but they're going to get some comedy. Let's go. Come on. Pin the link. That helps nothing. There's not enough people in here. It's not going to go fast. But we will do this. Come on now. Let's go. You're taking too long. I'm waiting. See, I'm right here. I am waiting. You're taking too long. Don't you run. Everybody's going to see you run. Let's go. Come on. I would love for you to tell me about them tariffs. I would love it. He's going to tell us about the $2,000 check that we're supposed to get next year. Okay. Come on now. Don't be like the wind and just blow away. Come on now. You should be a winter blizzard, not a summer wind. We're almost in December. Come on now. Matter of fact, since I have to go outside, I'm going to put on pants. Maybe they'll show up after I put on my pants. Oh, I have pants right next to me. I'm putting on pants. Look. See? Legs. I'm putting on pants. And by the way, I'm black, so this should be easy. I'm sitting back in the chair. Come on, let's go. Click the link. He ran. I can't believe he ran. I can't believe it. Family, you saw it live. They ran. And don't tell me that the link doesn't work and you can't get in. Don't tell me that lie. Listen, my daughter's doll has more nuts than you. She showed up. My evil face has more nuts than you. It showed up. Come on now. This is easy. Should be light work. I'm black. This is light work. Look, this one's broken, but it showed up. Light work. Baby, can you tell them light work?
Light work.
Light work. Even my kid, my 6-year-old showed up. Light work. Why did you run? Take your doll, please. Where is your doll? I just had it. There it is, right there. Here. Get this from my box.
Okay.
Look, my hollow mask for paintballing showed up. How does that have more nuts than you? My faux dread wig. Rastafari. I just put it on. I put on the Jamaican kufi. Come on now, this should be easy. This is light work. Give it to me one more time. They cut the check.
Say, cut the check.
Light work. Come on now. I put on the faux dread kufi. Come on, this should be easy. He ran. Everybody saw it. All the 40 people saw it. He ran. See, fam? MAGA cannot stand on what they say. They can't even defend a man. They just like the bisexuals. So sad. So sad. Go spit it out, please. Thank you so much. Let's go to Crack News Network. Let's see what they're saying. They probably happy as hell. Look at them. They happy right there in the front. Federal judge dismisses indictments against Letitia James and James Comey, saying Lindsay Halligan appointment was unlawful. MAGA, how do y'all take this L? Let me see what MAGA's saying. Let me look up Lindsay Halligan. Let's see what they're saying. MAGA's still talking about people's locations. It's hard to believe the utter incompetence of Lindsay Halligan. Wow. Wow, so you didn't say off the record, you went on the record and then got upset that somebody took your words on the record. Now you want it off the record. Great, Kira the Cat. You do realize since you got here late that we also use Fox News and NBC just to prove a point. Would you like me to go to ABC? Because they're reporting the same thing. We'll do that for you. We'll go to abcnews.com because they're reporting the same thing. See? It's a hot story. Everybody's talking about it. Do you want me to go to Breitbart? We'll go to Breitbart. We'll see if Breitbart's talking about it. We'll go to Breitbart. Let's see. Anti-MAGA X account locations revealed. Look at that. Indians and Nigerians pushing division. Let's look. Let's see. Court filings. Let's see. Are they talking about it? I'm shocked. I don't see nothing. We're gonna keep looking though. We'll keep looking. Hour. Well, that was like what about? It came down about 3 hours ago. Let's see. Get all Breitbart. Let's look at all Breitbart. We'll do the Control F. Let's see. We'll look James Comey. Breitbart not talking about James Comey one time. Huh? Are you serious? Nothing? Huh. Interesting. Breitbart, right wing. Nothing. Let's go to Newsmax. Maybe they're talking about it. There you go, Newsmax. That's all you get is a clap. There you go. Look, they're talking about it. Let's go to Only Aryan Network, OAN. Let's go to OAN. Let's see if OAN said something. Let's see. Well, look at that. Nothing? Nothing? Huh? Why are they not reporting it? Why are all the right-wingers except Fox News not reporting this? Huh? I just want to know. I'm asking questions. Had some journalists put up a phone call and talk about it. I mean, sure. Sure, we'll go vegan. We're good. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get rid of all that. You can stay, right? You can stay. We're gonna give you 5 minutes. We're gonna let you rethink your life. We're gonna give you 5 minutes. You come back with the bullshit, then you're gonna get blocked forever. So there's that. But look, where are all the MAGA accounts? Where's all the pro-Trump accounts? Where they at? Look, she's bringing in the receipts. Okay. Yeah, and that was November 19th. Here we are on the 24th. You lost. Interesting. Now you're going to say the judge is a leftist. Okay. Okay. So it looks like the leftists are following the law. All right. Oh, God. When America sends Pam Bondi and Lindsay Halligan to enforce the law, we are not sending our best. They're covering up crimes, protecting rapists, but neither of them are good people. Okay. All right. Here we go. BB Rodriguez, hey now. And that's pause, but you're a woman, so we're going to let it ride. Pause. Anyway. None of the big accounts are talking about this. You know what? Let's look up, before we go, let's look up Letitia James. Because I'm sure her name should be trending, but it's not trending. Okay. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Wu-Tang is for the children. Oh. Dismissal of James Comey and Letitia James' case is not based on the merits. Okay. A technical ruling that would be appealed. A technical ruling because they didn't want to go through the Senate, which wouldn't have taken, what, a week? Maybe a couple days? Maybe? All right. MAGA, y'all not teaching nothing. I don't see no teaching. Huh? Oh, see, I told y'all she's a Bill Clinton appointee. But hold up. But Trump knew this and didn't get her removed. Oops. I told y'all they don't like women. I told y'all. Y'all let Janine Mertz's sister give you that work in court. Come on now. She followed the law. Oh my God. I am heartened by today's victory and grateful for the prayers and support I have received from around the country. I remain fearless in the face of these baseless charges as I continue fighting for New Yorkers every single day. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Get in, loser. We're going losing. That's crazy. Woo. Me seeing a case dismissed against Letitia James, felon 47. You missed your fat B. What happened? What's that, Alex Jones? Oh, look, Alex Jones, he mad. Even that grifter Brooklyn dad had to go say something. Okay. Look, hey, Scott, hey, how'd that work? And that was yesterday. How'd that work? I wonder what he's going to say today. Idiots. Man, anyway, y'all, I just wanted to bring you that really quick. I just want y'all to understand. I'm not lying. Look, you would have heard the beep. That fool ran when I told him, let's go. That fool ran. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but if you have an opportunity to, quote unquote, school somebody on their lack of knowledge, I think you would take it. But the second I started dropping some early receipts, I had plenty more. They ran. Everybody saw it. And when you watch, if you're replay squad, you will have seen it too. And I'm black, so it should have been easy. And I'm in blue mode. I wasn't even in green mode. Green mode, I would have had him crying. But there you go. So hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. And look at this informer. Look at this informer. Reverend Al Sharpton reacts to the dismissal of charges against NY attorney Letitia James, former FBI James Comey. We don't care. The winning. But anyway, y'all, hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. That's what MAGA's doing right now. So, yeah, I'll see you when I see you. So, y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence. And again, since it has to be said, I don't care that both of them got these charges dismissed. They both suck. I'm just going to let y'all know, since I have to say it again. Screw them.